This program provides education, not advice. Sponsors pay a fee for endorsements and interviews. See the truthayf.com disclosure page for details.
This is where technology, innovation, and personal finance come together.
This is the truth about your future with Rick Edelman. Brought to you by Global X ETFs, dedicated to providing investors with unexplored intelligent solutions, and by Invesco QQQ. Anyone can become an agent of innovation with Invesco QQQ. Invesco Distributors, Inc.
It's Thursday, November 2nd. A major theme of this show is the fact that we're living longer than ever. Longevity, something you can't ignore. Yeah, it's great that we're going to live longer than ever, but you don't think it's great? You think it'd be better if people only lived as long as they lived 100 years ago? Guess what? You'd be dead right now. Yeah, in 1900, life expectancy in the United States was 47. Back during the American Revolution, life expectancy was 25. 20% of people never made it past their 5th birthday. Getting pregnant was a leading cause of death. But over the past 2 centuries, we've made massive improvements in public health. We now understand the importance of clean water. We know about germs and how diseases are spread. We've got antibiotics to kill those germs and vaccines that prevent disease. We've got MRIs and CAT scans that let doctors see what's wrong, anesthetics that let them perform surgery. We're also benefiting from advances in everyday life. Heat and air conditioning protect us from the elements, indoor plumbing and refrigeration, ample agriculture that lets us avoid hunger. We've also learned the importance of taking care of ourselves. We're living healthier lifestyles. We're exercising, eating healthier, smoking and drinking less, all improvements over the lifestyles of our parents and grandparents. So while they died in their 50s and 60s, we're living into our 80s. And by the time we get to our 80s, we'll be living to our 90s and 100s and beyond, because medical advances keep going. Bottom line, globally speaking, we're going to have 2 billion people over the age of 60 within 2 decades. A globally aging population. That's affecting a wide range of industries: healthcare, financial services, travel and tourism, education, consumer goods. Let's delve into each one of these. Healthcare. The older we get, we know the deal, the more we experience health challenges and chronic conditions. That means a bigger demand for healthcare services and products and technologies that can all improve our quality of life. Some of the innovations we're already starting to see: telemedicine, wearable technology, digital therapeutics, personalized medicine. Financial services is a big deal too, because if you're going to live to age 100, you've got to make sure your money lasts as long as you do. That means we need new solutions for saving, investing, insuring, and managing wealth. You're seeing lots of innovation in the financial services field that caters to older adults: robo-advisors, retirement income products, longevity insurance, and fintech platforms. And as people live longer, we've got more leisure time. That's a huge deal for the travel and tourism industry, services, products, and experiences. And older people want senior-friendly tours, wellness retreats, intergenerational travel, because we want to bring the grandkids with us, and accessible tourism. That leads to education. Older people love going back to school. They want to update their skills and knowledge so they can remain relevant and productive in the changing economy. This increases the demand for education services, as well as products and platforms that can provide lifelong learning opportunities for older adults. Some examples of these innovations: online courses, micro-credentials, peer-to-peer learning, and age-inclusive education. And then finally, consumer goods. Older people have more disposable income and a lot of purchasing power that they can spend to enhance their comfort. This creates opportunities for consumer goods companies that can offer products designed for the needs and preferences of older consumers. We're talking smart home devices, wearable technology, adaptive clothing, functional foods. Yeah, this sounds fun for all of us as we age. It also means there's an investment opportunity here. So let me just mention one ETF to consider: the Global X Aging Population ETF. The symbol is AGNG, aging. It tracks the Index Aging Population Thematic Index and invests in companies that are serving the world's growing population of older people. Most of its holdings are healthcare companies, and I predict that AI will soon play a role in all of it. AI is all about data. We can produce, manipulate, store, retrieve, transmit data faster and cheaper than ever. Scientists don't have to work alone anymore. They're now teams collaborating across continents in real time. A single team might have a radiation oncologist, a biologist, an evolutionary ecologist, a biophysicist, a geobiologist, and an evolutionary dynamics expert. They might even have a game theorist. New drugs will target cancer more precisely in the right dosage specifically for you at exactly the right time, all with fewer side effects. And today's massive computational power means we're soon going to be able to produce vaccines in days instead of years. So although we're all getting older, these new advances in science mean we're going to be aging in a much healthier fashion than our previous generations ever could. It's all pretty exciting. So take a look at the Global X Aging Population ETF, symbol AGNG. The link is in your show notes. Or talk to your financial advisor about it. The Global X Aging Population ETF. Israel finds itself forced to fight a war for its very existence. And even though Israel is 6,000 miles from American shores, the war is directly disrupting many American lives. One of them is JB, one of the dedicated advisors at Edelman Financial. In a special episode of my podcast, this Monday, November 6th, I'll share with you the astonishing and admirable actions JB has taken to stand with Israel. I'll tell you of his deeply personal story, which brings this broad global conflict into a perspective of humanity and family. Join me this Monday as we stand for Israel through the eyes and ears and heart of JB.
Support for Rick Edelman's podcast comes from Invesco QQQ. What do all the greatest innovations have in common? Agents, people who participate in progress by supporting cutting-edge ideas. Invesco QQQ is a fund that allows you access to innovators of the NASDAQ 100 all-in-one fund, so you don't have to be an inventor to help create what's next to come. Anyone can become an agent of innovation with Invesco QQQ. Learn more at Invesco.com/QQQ. There are risks when investing in ETFs, including possible loss of money. ETFs' risks are similar to those of stocks. Investments in the tech sector are subject to greater risk and more volatility than more diversified investments. The NASDAQ 100 Index comprises the 100 largest non-financial companies on the NASDAQ. You can't invest directly into an index. Before investing, carefully read and consider fund investment objectives, risks, charges, expenses, and more in prospectus at Invesco.com. Invesco Distributors, Inc.
Looking to add AI to your portfolio? Consider the Global X Robotics and Artificial Intelligence ETF, ticker BOTZ. This ETF invests in companies harnessing robotics and AI disruption across a range of sectors like industrials, healthcare, and more. Investing involves risk, including possible loss of principal. Technology companies can be affected by rapid product obsolescence and intense industry competition. Before investing, carefully consider the fund's objectives, risks, charges, expenses, and more in the full or summary prospectus at globalxetfs.com. Read carefully. Distributed by SEI Investments Distribution Company.
How do advances in science, technology, and medicine translate into investment opportunity? Listen and learn.
This is The Truth About Your Future with Rick Edelman.